Defending, the unsung hero. The role that is often underrated and goes unacclaimed at times, which is quite a shame as being a capable defender in the early stages can give a player confidence to attack and improve their composure during a game, especially among beginner players who are often rash in their decision making. Becoming a great defender comes with lots of experience, as a large portion of defending is reading the play and cutting out the danger. Although much of improving is down to time and experience, I'd like to go over some of the things that I try to keep in mind during a game that help me. So if all goes well, maybe they can help you also. One technique that you could use is to just simply reposition yourself, as many players starting off will often face the attacker straight on. Here's an illustration of a 1v1 with the blue player being the last line of defense. The distance between him and the ball is much larger than the red team, which obviously means that he is far less likely to get to the ball in time to have a meaningful impact. While defending, you're constantly making judgment calls on whether or not you can reach the ball, to stay in goal, or to push out and pressure the ball. Where this technique comes in play is if you are the last line of defense and don't think you can make it to the ball in time, simply rotate your position so that you're parallel with the goal or even slightly at an angle. This way you can reach both ends of the goal much quicker, as not only can you double jump into the ball, but you can also accelerate and apply boost to gain even more momentum to reach a well-placed shot. Having your ball cam on will still allow you to see the ball while not having your car face the ball. This technique works great at beginner levels, as often players will try to center the ball by running it down the corner. Being in this position will already have your car facing the corners when the ball is centered. This way you can either quickly clear the ball or hit them on the counter attack. One thing I'd like to point out is that I try to have the car facing the side the ball is on. So for example, if the ball is on the left side, I try and have the car facing the left side while still being parallel to the net. I found that this way you're in a prime position to pounce on a mistake by the other team. So that's the main point that I wanted to discuss, as I felt that made the largest impact on my game at an early level. There are just a few more things I'd like to shed some light on, one of them being higher double jumps. So, as beginner players start playing, they will traditionally jump by pressing their jumping button twice in quick succession. How does this relate to goalkeeping? Well, sometimes shots have an arc that will loop over you, or are simply placed in the corners, so you'll need to gain altitude very quickly. To do this, try leaving a slight pause between your jumps. That will allow you to gain as much momentum as possible from the two jumps you have, which in turn will give you a higher altitude quicker. It's difficult to explain, but easy to understand, if that makes any sense. It's really just down to timing. Give it a try in your game and you'll see what I mean. So the last thing I want to touch on is understanding angles and when to close down the ball and when to retreat to the goal. What I mean by this is that often when a beginner player is caught out of position and is to rush back to goal, they'll often panic and focus only on the ball, even when it's closer for them to cover the goal. In this scenario, the red player is closer to the goal than he is to the ball, and he can see that the blue player is ready to take a shot as he spotted a gap. So in this case, it's best for the red player to retreat to his goal and anticipate the shot. So the moral of the story is that these fine details can add up and make a big difference. That'll do for now. I really think these techniques can help you improve your defending. Hopefully this has been somewhat helpful and you can take what you've learned and implement it in your game. Thanks for watching.